Okay, that's the first roll-up panel stuck down onto the galvanized steel roll. Now, as you can see, I've gone partly way down with the screws. They're going to be fully screwed down once they're up in position, but for now, let me assure you, there's no way I'd be able to unroll a solar panel like this to stick down. You might think it's like an easy thing to stick one of these down. It's not. You've actually got to do it in a special way. Otherwise you'll end up with it all the way over here or all the way over here, the adhesive getting unstuck and ripped, and before you know it you won't have a panel that'll stick down properly. Originally what I was going to do was I was going to try and unpeel all the adhesive and have it on its side here and just go flop and get it to flop down into position, but that would not have worked because it was so long. It would have kinked slightly like this, like that, and it wouldn't have rolled down evenly, and it wouldn't have been even. It would look like a bag of shit, to use pardon my French. So to get it accurately done, I had to unpeel the first initial part here, and I had to sort of, first of all I had to roll it back on itself so that only this was ready, if you will, like this. And then I unpeeled it where my little finger is, say, and then with it unpeeled like that, I rolled it slightly down as level as I could, and then with the rest of it already sealed up because I hadn't unpeeled the rest, I unrolled the whole lot, and like, you know, rolling out the red carpet, or in this case the solar carpet, it went all the way to the end, but was offset. So I had to rip it up a few times, and even though it was only stuck down this much, it was almost, I'm not kidding you, almost impossible to lift up. I was actually worried I was gonna tear the actual gum-like adhesive. It's not like sticky tape adhesive or even cloth tape, gaffer tape type adhesive. This stuff must have been about a quarter of an inch, no, I'd say more, I'd say at least a quarter of an inch thick, well over an eighth of an inch. And luckily I managed to get it right the third time. When I unrolled it the third time, it went straight. And then what I did was I re-rolled it carefully, and then I just slowly unpeeled it, rolled it out, unpeeled it, rolled it out, unpeeled it, rolled it out. And that's the procedure for getting one of these stuck down. It ain't easy. And this hasn't been used, the adhesive hadn't been peeled for 5 years. So this thing has been used for 5 years without the adhesive backing being peeled off. So that does funny things because of the heat, because you might accidentally walk on it and it's been on the ground with rocks and rubble everywhere, because I've taken this all over the world with me. And so when it came time, I couldn't get it unpeeled, so what I had to do was I use a craft knife. So as you're unpeeling it, if the adhesive is not unpeeling, it's like basically trying to stay with the adhesive backing tape, you've got to lightly scour the actual tape itself with the craft knife, just lightly. And normally you'll get enough off so that you'll get eventually a long run, and that'll basically make up for the scoured part you've done. It doesn't mean the adhesive is ruined where you've had to scratch it off, it just means it's not as sticky. So anyway, that's that procedure. I've got one more to do. That one there is yet to be done, and I'll show you what I mean with the adhesive being crap. Or should I say, with the adhesive not working properly when you first start it. See how old this is? Look at the adhesive. It's coming away a little bit. Now, what happens is you start to unpeel this stuff, and as soon as you start, I am not kidding you, this starts to happen. See how it's coming? See how it's wanting to come away? Yeah, the leaf's in the way. Typical. Move, leaf. See, it's not wanting to even unpeel there, but once I get more and more of it, you'll see that it starts to actually expose this thick gum-like substance, which is the adhesive material. Now, the membrane is similar to, like, you know, that silicon sealant, the black silicon sealant that window fitters use. I think it's the same stuff they use, but like special for this, you know, all laid out already. So basically, you've just got to basically scour this with a knife as you peel, and so it's just a bit tricky, but you get it all prepared for rolling as the pictures have been showing you that have been flashing up in the meantime, and it's not too difficult a job. You've just got to be careful how you go. You can't rush this job. It's just one that you've got to be a bit bloody minded about, but you'll get there in the end.